Perfectionism. Being without fault or mistakes. Today, people are driven to perfection. They want perfect wives, perfect husbands, perfect children, perfect houses, perfect cars, perfect pets. They want to be perfect in themselves. They want to have perfect clothes, perfect skin, perfect hair, on an all-around perfection. In this drive for perfection, we become imperfect. This is what I refer to as the imperfection of perfection. Now, there are a variety of reasons why somebody may be a perfectionist. It may be due to the fact that their parents were not encouraging, were controlling, and very critical, or it may be due to some sibling rivalry, where the competition was strong, or it may be just due to your current environment at work, or at play, or at school. It doesn't really matter what the reason is, because we cannot change the past. What's really important is how we feel now. Why are we perfectionists now? Most often, it's due to the fact we just don't feel good about ourselves, and we're just trying to let other people know that we're okay. We're even trying to convince ourselves that we're okay. Now, I know of a person who was a perfectionist. At Christmas time, he would cook a turkey dinner. This was his time to shine. And often his son would come to help. But within a short period of time, his son left. Now, the same person had a friend who was also a perfectionist. And the person came to their house to cook them a nice dinner. It was a way of saying thank you. He and his family went to help, and eventually they too left the kitchen. And he had become aware that he had become what she was: overwhelming, controlling, overbearing. He has alienated not only friends but also his family. It was around the same time that he had been to a meeting, and it was come to him to answer a question. Now, with the perfectionists, often they like to answer questions because they want to prove that they know things, that they're okay. More often than not, they know everything. They've been everywhere, and they can be rather irritating at times. But this time, his answer was that he didn't know. And he said it once again under his breath: I don't know. And for the first time, he felt good. There was a release, a newfound freedom. The chains were off. He no longer had to prove to other people. And so began his journey to perfectionism. he started to work on his faults and defects, his imperfections. He started to discover them. He admitted to them, and he accepted them. A perfect person is a person who has the ability to accept the faults of people, places, and things around him. And, of course, he has the ability to accept his own faults. Now, the Dalai Lama, who we might say is pretty close to being a perfect human being, replies when he is interviewed that he is only human. I'm sure he is telling us, please don't put me on a pedestal because I am only human. I am imperfect. And on the other side, I'm sure that he's also saying this to himself, not to fall into the traps of notoriety. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call the perfection of imperfection.